Howdy, this is Lemmy with RevZilla, here to talk to you today about short shifting. Now, you may have heard this phrase bandied about and not know what it meant. Short shifting, technically speaking, is the act of shifting your motorcycle prior to reaching the maximum torque that the engine makes. Now, most people who are using this term are using it in a more colloquial sense, and they're just indicating that you're shifting very early. You're not getting perhaps into the power band of the machine, or if you are getting in there, you're not staying there very long. So if you can think of short shifting simply as shifting early, you'll understand exactly what people are saying. However, short shifting as a technique definitely has its benefits and also its uses. Most of us will short shift to some degree or another simply when we're just commuting or getting from A to B on our motorcycles. By not wrapping out the engine, you're going to keep the engine's noise down, so of course you're going to make people a little bit happier because you're not revving your motor out all points in time. And also by doing that, you're going to keep your fuel economy in check, rather than wasting all sorts of fuel racing the engine in every single gear. Instead, by shifting up one or two gears and letting the engine sort of work under a little less stress, generally speaking, you're going to improve your fuel economy. There are some other scenarios too where short shifting your bike also makes sense. I'm thinking particularly if you're in a wet or perhaps a unstable surface. If you're on top of something, if you're in an off-road scenario, simply having your bike running a gear or two high will reduce the throttle sensitivity. That can be important sort of when you're bouncing around or perhaps don't have a firm grasp on the throttle. It makes the throttle a little bit less sensitive. Again, especially important in situations where the terrain is a little bit unsteady. You might also find it worthwhile to short shift, say in a big long turn, rather than shifting in the middle of a turn. By simply shifting a little bit early, upshifting into that next gear, it lets you concentrate on getting the bike turned over and using the throttle, making your way through the turn. By removing the shift and the possibility of upsetting the bike, again, by sort of clutching in and changing the gear, what you've done there too is remove one obstacle to making that a nice clean corner. So now you know a little bit more about short shifting. I'm Lem, I'm out of here.